My name is Intisar Durham. I am your senior judge who will be with you for these few minutes. And with us, we have Jeff Peace, who's been hand-holding all of us as we move along with this one. All right, so I hope you are all in the correct lobby because you should be in the 90-second competition lobby so that we have some ground rules. Imagine that you are an employee of the company and you encounter an executive who asks why sustainable development is important and how that is linked to the team's topic. You have only 90 seconds in which to convince this executive why this needs to be addressed. Only one member of the team should do this. So please designate amongst yourselves who is going to be taking a lead on this one. There will be no Q&A at the end to all of you, relief. However, I would love to give you some feedback at the end. So I'm going to start, just as the schedule indicated, to be a little bit less confused, with Windchill Consulting. You're up.
Thank you and good evening.
Hello.
Last year, when I was in an MBA class, when it came time for lunch, one of my fellow classmates lived up to the student stereotype. He asked us what we wanted, and he placed an order in a food delivery app. When it came time for the delivery, the app said it was going to be delivered by bike. Naturally, we were all excited. After all, we were in a class about sustainability. Imagine our disappointment when the order arrived and it was delivered by a car. I don't know what it was, but that food just didn't taste right to me. Here at Delivery Hero, sustainability is part of our culture and our language. We call our delivery people riders, not drivers, and we take pride in the fact that we have bike deliveries. As the market leader in 56 countries, it's on us to not only push to educate our consumers to opt out of cutlery when they don't need it and to recycle their food waste, but also to help support our riders as they ditch the internal combustion engine and go to get rid of greenhouse gases. We need to require human or electric power for all our deliveries and to support our riders as they make the switch. After all, our mission is an amazing delivery every time. An amazing experience shouldn't come with greenhouse gas or extreme weather due to climate change. So the next time someone places an order on our platform, it shouldn't come with an unwanted side order of greenhouse gas. Thank you.
Perfect, right on time. Good job, Windchill. I didn't introduce like I said, no Q&A, but I did read your executive summary for what your presentation was, and I believe just in your 90-second spiel, you really did tell me the story of what the dilemma that you were looking at and the solutions or what the company should be doing about it. So in that kind of, it really did grab me. So good job. Good job. Jeff, do you have any comments for Windchill?
Just a really good job personalizing it and really telling a story, and especially in elevator pitches, and we'll hear a number of others, very good ones tonight. It's both content and engagement, and you're trying to capture the heart as well as you're also capturing the head, and you really did very well doing both of those things. Thank you. P.S. I'm not a judge. I'm overseeing the competition. So just want to let you know.
Yes, thanks, Jeff. Thank you for your feedback as well. That's great. Thank you so much. All right, let me go now to, we will be going to 24 carats. Do we have 24 carats here?
Yes, we're here.
Okay, and who is the designated speaker?
That would be me, Aditya here.
Okay, great. Go.
All right. Good evening. I'm Aditya and I'm a project analyst here at Fortune. I read your article about improving efficiencies across industries, and I would like to share some inputs or thoughts that I have on how we can make an impact on the planet. The world's population is exploding, the resources are limited, and we see that climate change is very real. This can be addressed through sustainable development. It is a holistic approach that addresses or balances economic, social, and environmental concerns, which require urgent action as laid out by the Sustainable Development Goal number 13. We have seen that businesses that embrace sustainable development practices reap many benefits. By improving efficiencies and reducing waste in the system, companies can actually get long-term cost benefits, they can enhance their reputation, and also gain access to broader markets and new markets. We're also seeing that consumers are increasingly demanding more sustainable products in the market. So it makes sense to be more sustainable. As we are also noticing that consumers and investors are becoming more aware of the impact that companies have on the environment and society, companies started reporting what their activities are in line with the ESG. But there is no specific measure to gauge if these initiatives have a tangible impact on their goals. So what we are proposing is, by partnering with international standards organization, we can create a Green 500 list to help consumers and investors make more informed choices and publicly showcase that the companies are putting in efforts towards sustainability. In short, what we can say is sustainable development is a must-have for businesses to ensure a better future for the world. And this can be achieved through a significant partnership, as outlined in the Sustainable Development Goal number 17. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, 24 Karat. You went a little bit over with your presentation. It was very good, very succinct. I would recommend that for such a condensed conversation to just personalize it a little bit, instead of saying we are seeing consumers XYZ, talk about us, our consumers, because you're meeting with an executive of the companies that you ran into in the elevators or something. So please personalize it next time. And
sure.
You did good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeff? Comments?
I liked the two things that you mentioned. One is holistic, the idea of the fundamental integration and really systems thinking behind sustainability and sustainable development. And also you made the business case. And I would agree about personalizing it, but it's not just a set of responsible initiatives, but it really is a business strategy. And you really highlighted that. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you. The third team that will be going up is Green Guardian. So do we have Green Guardians here? And who's speaking for them?
Yeah, that would be me.
I'll be taking up.
Okay, great. Go ahead. Green Guardian.
Yeah, that would be me, Srijita. So can I take it forward?
Go ahead.
Okay. Earth Overshoot Day for 2022 was July 28. Within half a year, the Black Day where our collective greed exceeded what Earth could replenish in a year. Isn't that a petrifying thought? We have brought this by liquidating stocks of ecological services and accumulating waste, primarily carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. At the current rate, we would need more than one Earth for our future generations, which we do not have. As a steel-making organization, we produce more than 1.8 tons of carbon dioxide, along with 1 ton of steel. We exploit ecological services of the forest and the land in more than one way. We have exactly been in controversy over our role in extracting resources. Adopting a carbon elimination solution by replacing the fossil fuel-intensive process with greener, hydrogen-based technologies will keep the brand evergreen and the Earth definitely clean. This is the right moment to steer towards sustainable development, if it's already not too late. The shackles of the industrial age have been broken by technological advancements. There's support of an enabling government, and there are expectations of changing consumers. Today, the time is just right. Tata Steel has always been a forerunner in its commitments towards the communities. Turning over into this new leaf will make Tata Steel a North Star for other companies to create a better and greener world to inhabit and push back the overshoot date. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You finished right on time, so that's excellent. It was really, it was very good pitch. You highlighted all of the elements, why we are doing it. It just, you kind of brought it home to me, and I have just read your executive summary, so I am I still know what the whole topic is, but I didn't need to, because your just succinct information was pretty good, and your presentation was very good as well. You were very convincing, and I would, if I was in the elevator with you, I would have probably a long conversation kind of to follow up. But Jeff, any other quick comments?
Yes, I had the opportunity to attend your presentation yesterday, and I know the deep research that that 90-second presentation really
Yeah.
sits upon. I also really like you use the phrase North Star, or and it really, I think what could have been really impactful would be to start by saying, you know, we've got a technology and an innovation that really can become the leading light for this company and can really advance so much betterment. It's really exciting. Let me tell you about this and start with the excitement that you got to toward the end, because you really captured that after you set the stage. And again, it was very clearly stated. One of the things you're always looking for right at the beginning is the hook. And the hook is emotional as much as it's informational, and you stated that so clearly in the middle. And so I just want to affirm that you could also begin with that, and you actually had a few seconds left over, so you could have done it twice. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving on, we'll be going to the Sustainable Squad. Who's going to be speaking for that?
I'll be taking up.
Okay, great. Go ahead, you could start.
Are you ready to sacrifice an eternity to adopt digital lifestyle at the mercy of environment and our health? We all know the answer to that, right? A definite no. With rising electronic gadgets use, e-waste has become the fastest growing type of solid trash, which affects human lives and environment drastically. India is the world's third largest creator of e-waste. Sadly, over 78% of e-waste remaining unprocessed and dumped in open areas and marine bodies. Tata ELXI is toying the idea of e-waste treatment in a sustainable and environmentally friendly manner. As an ethical pioneer, it has the potential to lead the path for long-term e-waste management. The Sustainability Squad can take responsibility and discover new solutions by adopting ideas such as life cycle management and circular economy. We may invest in product design that is easy to disassemble and recycle, or maybe we can collaborate with the local communities. The solutions we offer to Tata ELXI are global in nature. We prioritize the use of blockchain to track and recycle parts. By leveraging additive manufacturing techniques, we reduce reliance on new materials. As a firm that emphasizes integrity, accountability, and transparency, we provide cost-effective measures. Join our path for a brighter future tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. And you had a few more seconds to add. What I would have, you really kind of grabbed me at the beginning. Your beginning sentence was great. It's like, would you want to do that? It's like, no, of course not. And I would have loved for you to finish in that same manner. Okay, kind of really kind of bring it home, right? To personalize it and bring the audience home. And the other thing is the same. Your delivery was great. I would, again, personalize it to the person you're talking to. You're talking to an executive from Tata. I would tell him this is what our company is, or what your company is doing. So I would just, again, let him or her feel your passion, essentially. Okay, you're talking to them, you're talking about their company, so bring that one home. But otherwise, you did great. You did great. Thank you. Jeff?
I really liked your focus on e-waste. Number one, the topic itself is so very important in the ways that you described, very important for your country, and third largest producer. And then when you focused on opportunity for local communities, and in your innovation and in your solution is an opportunity for business development. Again, kind of the business benefit, business case that you highlighted, very well done too.
So, we are last team is KBJ Consulting. And whom do we have with us? Jonathan, right?
That is correct.
That is correct. Go on, Jonathan.
Okay, just give me 1 second. There we go. Hey, boss, I need like 45 seconds of your time, but I'm not asking for a raise. Don't worry. But I'm here to ask a question about kind of our mission. I just got back from New York. I was in at the Concordia Summit, and it got me thinking about sustainability. and specifically economic sustainability. We're in a position where I actually think our corporate values already align with economic sustainability, and specifically SDG Goal 10. I would love to see us make that a guiding light to what we're doing. Make that the cornerstone of everything we do, because right now it's listed, but like I feel like sometimes I'm having to make loans that I feel very uncomfortable about because they keep cycling poverty, they keep pushing people down. And I got into this business because I actually really want to help people. My mom had to do this growing up. And, you know, honestly, it got us out of the cycle of poverty. I'm working for you today. I have an MBA, you know, and I really think that we are here to provide a support. Not only that, but if we made sustainability a keystone of what we do, I actually think we could differentiate ourselves from our consumer. And I think that's vital to us moving forward, because right now, all lenders are the same. So if we could do that, maybe we can look at offsetting some of those fees, working on our business, and, you know, gaining more customers going forward. What do you think?
Thank you so much, and right on time. What can I say, Jonathan? You grabbed me. I mean, it was personal. It was touching. I know that the case that you made to your presentation yesterday. It's a tough business, and it's really your approach to it and personalizing it kind of brings it home. But you did a really good job. So thank you so much, Jeff.
Yeah, I again, compelling right out of the gate. Hey, boss, you know, kind of casual. It really is like you ran into the person in the elevator. And a couple of things that I would just ask all of us to reflect on. A lot of times when people hear economic sustainability, they think about the long-term economic viability of the company, and they think of sustainability as kind of an economic or a financial analysis. And you're introducing an idea of sustainability that's much broader than that. And specifically, when you mentioned SDG number 10, that commitment to reduced inequalities and positioning the company in such a way that it is a collaborator and a partner in the financial betterment of your customers, that you are a solution, not a problem, is really what you were pitching. And maybe using some of that kind of language, even when we refer to SDG number 10, a lot of people don't know the SDGs and which one are you talking about, and sustainability is about climate, and no, you're talking about reduced inequalities. You're talking about a pathway to economic and really social advancement. That's what you're really trying to anchor this to. And so those kinds of language, that kind of language really helps the listener understand, because sometimes we can, I'm saying this for our work at Loyola Marymount, and I'm sure for all of you, we can get into a kind of language that we're very familiar with, but the audiences that we speak to are not always familiar with that. And those translation pieces become really valuable. So
exactly, yeah. Well, excellent presentations from all of the teams. Jeff and I are extremely proud of you, and how far you have come. So again, it's excellent. And remember, if you are graduating, please, all of you, make sure you have this effort and these presentations on your resume moving forward, because again, I think I'm sure you won't be able to explain how much of an effort this was, but anyone who knows some of these competitions and what goes into them and how broad it is and how much research will get it. So kudos to all of you. It's been totally my pleasure to get to know you, to get to know more about the subject matter that you've spoken about. It's been an education for me. And I am very grateful for all of you. So thank you very much.